Hi, this is Roger with the What's Not to Like YouTube channel. I just got done hanging a TV on the wall and looked at the wires that are hanging down. Obviously, I could have probably done a little bit of better job to try to balance that power strip on the back, maybe, and maybe tape it to something. But I wanted to do something a little bit better than that to make it a little bit more permanent. Since I put this shelf in behind there to hold everything up under the TV, the DVD player and the cable box. So I have this thing now. I looked at it, I said, hey, could I save a little bit of money and maybe screw this down to the wood piece in the back of it? And I guess I could probably create a template to line up with those holes on the side and maybe screw it down. You guys can see there's a slot there, another screw slot here. So if I made a template and I drilled a hole in the back or put some screws in the back, I could probably lock this thing on. But I was like, well, maybe there's something better out there. I'll just take a look around so that, if I put something down to screw, it's not going to just stay there. This one, you'd have to, put it down this way and then slide it left or slide it right after putting it on the screws, after you drilled the screws into the wood. And hopefully it held there, unless it got kicked out by somebody pulling something out of a plug or whatever it is. And I just thought there might be something out that's better than that. So, and I got to clean up all these other wires too. And even, there's one for the cable wire, which it'll kind of clean itself up once we get everything put behind here. We can probably get most of the stuff down with the TV behind the actual shelf. But really getting something that's going to be a little bit more effective than this stuff here behind there, that's going to stay up there and not fall off the back of the shelf, would probably be a little bit better. So I went out to the store and thought, hey, you know what? I'm going to buy something. This cord is not that long either, so I could probably use a slightly longer cord here. So I'm going to have a cord here and put another, put another box on the top. And I could probably use a surge suppressor on this as well. So I bought one of these. This actually, believe it or not, if you look at it right here, has a screw hole. Probably can't see it very well. There's a screw hole on one side and a screw hole on the other side. So I thought, hey, you know what? That'd be pretty good. And it is a surge suppressor, so I can probably tack that down with a couple of drywall screws in back. And then here's a better cord. As you can see, I wanted to get a flat cord, like a right angle cord to stick in behind the actual dresser, because the power one, it has a flat cord now, but it's only like maybe a 6-foot cord, so it's not very long. It comes over from behind there, so I bought a much longer cord. So this is a slightly longer cord. This will stand underneath. I have this power strip plugged into one of these slots right here, the surge suppressor. Then I'll tack this down behind and then hide all the wires there, kind of put rubber bands around them so that they'll all be in back of the shelf versus versus just hanging all over the place, kind of like they are now. And it'll be, it'll stay up there. It'd be pretty tough to try to rip those things out with drywall screws in them. So let's get going on this today. So I went ahead and mounted the actual surge protector here. You guys see a screw like right here, and a screw on the other side as well. Pretty solid, not going anywhere now. I have everything plugged in, and one thing I would suggest you guys do, I mean, these are the best, is like whenever you have just a couple, I'm going to do a little bit more in a minute, but if you guys have those tie wraps, those things are great just to get the stuff out of the way and get the stuff bundled behind whatever you're trying to hide it behind. They also sell tubes that you can run it down if you really want a clean look against the wall. I don't really need it to be that clean. Really, it looks pretty good as it is already. I'm going to go ahead and move this in front of the TV and just kind of stick the remaining wires behind it. See how it looks. So there's the updated one. I got a little bit more cleaning up there. I'm going to probably tie wrap the other two together. One thing is these cables that were hanging around here, I felt like compelled to put a little tie wrap over here with this video cable coming from the cable box, or I don't even remember. I guess that's a cable box, something. It was some cable that's going up to the TV. I felt compelled to kind of move it over here because it was hanging down over on the side. And just by putting a little tie wrap in there on a TV mount, it can easily take care of that. But it pretty much cleaned everything up. You really don't see anything on the sides anymore. There's a little piece at the bottom. I'm out of the way of the vent, which I used to have a piece of furniture halfway covering the vent, so it wasn't that great. So, you know, this thing, it looks a lot neater than it did when I first started showing this video. But if you like this video, please hit like and subscribe. Hey, what's not to like? A pretty cheap way of taking care of cables and everything else after you got done hanging a TV. Or even if you get if you're working on a stereo or something like that, there's gonna be a lot of leftover cables. So, you know, with a little bit of thought, tie wraps, and a way to mount power strips to stuff, you can pretty much screw it into almost anything. So have a great day. What's not to like?